going to think about this. I am really going to think about this.
That is some weird, wild stuff. That is funny. I did not know that would be so funny.
Hello, everyone. Welcome to the Fit Pharmacist podcast. This is Dr. Christina Tarantola, and I'm really excited to be at the NCPA 2017 conference. And what do you know? Here's Todd Eury. Nice to have you on the show today.
Hello, back on the Fit Pharmacist podcast. I'm excited to be here. What an amazing event NCPA is. This is your first NCPA, isn't it?
Yes.
So what have you learned before we get into today's exciting subject? What have you picked up here at the NCPA?
I've actually learned how much you know, how many people you know, and what a good connector you are.
Oh, wow.
Other than that, I've just really enjoyed kind of going from booth to booth and seeing what these different professionals have to offer. And, just meeting new people is always really fun for me. I love pharmacists, and so it's been a really great experience. I've only been here for one day, so I have another 2 days to go, but I am ready. I exercised this morning. I meditated. I am ready to go.
Better than me. I didn't get my exercise in this morning. So my first NCPA was in 2009, and every time I come to this conference, I learn something new. And what's exciting today about the interview that we're doing and you're doing with me is to announce this new program, part of the Fit Pharmacist, called Rx4Success. So Christina, tell us about that.
So first, I really want to go into, why we do what we do. So Adam and I are pharmacists and nutrition consultants. So whenever people first hear that, it's like, well, that doesn't make sense. Why would you, go into nutrition? Well, so something that I always saw as kind of a need in community pharmacy, and I did that. I was a retail pharmacist for a good 5 years before going full-time into the Diet Doct, which is that's how we do business as the Diet Doc. And what I kept seeing in community pharmacy was that patients kept coming back for more refills, high blood pressure, diabetes, high cholesterol, all of those kind of lifestyle conditions, and they never got better. And so I had a limited amount of time with patients, and I really wanted to have that one-on-one time. And so I wound up creating my own business in Brooklyn, wound up meeting Adam through Instagram, very random. And, I wound up joining forces with Adam, and we essentially do the same thing, or we did the same thing. So it was a perfect fit. We really strive now to educate and empower people to be their own best nutritionist. So we actually want to see people come off of medication to reduce their insulin requirements, to wind up feeling more energized, and so they can give more to their family, their friends, their career, and really live a fulfilled life. So in a nutshell, we really want to empower people through this motivational interviewing coaching style that we do. And so that's just a little bit of background about why we do what we do. And so the reason why I created this course, kind of fanning into the Rx4Success course, when I first started my business, I had a lot of trouble. I was 24 years old. I had no clue what I was doing, no support. I had a lot of self-doubt. I was spinning my wheels and not really knowing where to start. Do I do blogs? Do I set up my website? How do I attract clients? And so there was no resource out there for pharmacists specifically. So that's why we created this course. And so that's a little bit of background about why we created the course. So
what I want to let the audience know, if you're a pharmacist, if you're listening to the show, you haven't met up with Christina or Adam yet. They're dynamic. I look at the faces of some of your own clients on your Facebook, and I look at the before and after, and you're just making an impact, and it's refreshing to see pharmacists who are sincere and passionate, like most pharmacists are. However, they get inundated with the busyness of being a pharmacist and being behind the bench and having to push out a bunch of scripts in order to keep up with quota and of course all that. And in lies the difference of a community pharmacy owner and being able to tap into this program. So what I'd like to do is I'd like to invite any of the listeners that want to learn more about this program to reach out to the show and reach out to Christina and Adam to really learn more. But what else can you tell us about Rx4Success?
So we actually ran a program this past year, and it was a huge success. We had about 8 pharmacists, and then Adam and I made 10. So we had monthly calls on these 6 pillars of success. So fundamentals, skill building, marketing, sales, client acquisition, and customer service. So we went through a plethora of information with these pharmacists, and some of them were pharmacy students who were soon to graduate, and now they've graduated and they feel really confident in starting their own business. And, it's interesting because not every single person in that group is doing the same thing, which is really cool. They're doing, personal training or working with essential oils or, kind of putting their own spin on creating that business so that it's enjoyable for them. And that's a message that I really promote to all pharmacists is, whatever it is that you do, make sure that you're passionate about it and make sure that it's a genuine interest of yours, because if you're doing something just because someone else is doing it or because, of the expectations of other people, it'll never truly be yours. So make sure that you're always really listening to your intuition and tapping into, okay, what is it that's going to make me happy and will bring the most energy to my patients so that I'm serving in the best way. So some of the things that we go over, crafting your elevator pitch, a step-by-step process for a successful launch, getting the gears of your business running, creating a powerful client session. A lot of people come to us and they say, well, I've counseled before, but what's coaching like? It's a totally different dynamic. So how to create a professional environment for that? How to engage potential clients online, doing, more structured things in the community. So if you've never been a part of a chamber of commerce, we talk about all of those things. Really, it's a step-by-step process to build your business. So what we did was this past year we had the Rx4Success calls, and we would talk to each other every month. We had Facebook group support. And so what Adam and I did recently was we actually combined all of the 6 pillars, and we made videos. So that's what this e-course is that we're launching, is really a culmination of all of the work that we've done over the past year to help pharmacists really speed up the process and really make it streamlined so that they can feel confident in their business and really get a good head start on that.
So let's back up again to the list of what you need to be thinking about. So there's a term out there that I've heard more and more, and it's called your side hustle. So if you're a pharmacist, you work that 40, 60-hour job, even if you're an independent pharmacy owner. If you're an independent pharmacy owner, actually, you probably already have side hustles embedded in your community pharmacy offering. And what Christina and Adam are structuring is a way to expand that side hustle and make it scalable. Mm-hmm. So we're talking about the fundamentals. We're talking about skill building. We're talking about marketing, sales, client acquisition, and customer service. Each of those 6 pillars that you put your side hustle or business on top of all have its own dynamic. I'm more comfortable with the marketing and sales side, so I would love to come back on the show and actually talk about that or be a guest on one of the webinars. But what I want the listeners to understand is this is possible. Do not think that you're going to make this happen overnight. Take it in pieces. Reach out to Adam and Christina so that they can actually coach you to help you become a coach and help you actually expanding some of the ideas that I know you already have. There are people that listen to this show, there are pharmacists that listen to this show that want to take the first step. And all you have to do is take the first step, literally, just do it. So in closing, Christina, and by the way, we didn't even give a shout out to Adam, so I got a shout out to Adam right now.
Adam, we miss you.
Hello, we miss you. So in closing, what do you want the listeners to know in order to get a hold of you, get in touch with you, so that we can take the next steps?
So I love what you said, Todd. It really gave me the chills, how you were saying, a lot of these, pharmacists listening, they know that there's something inside of them that wants to do something different. And I talk to a lot of students who want to do something different after pharmacy school. And so I understand that because I was there, and I wish that I would have had something like this program to be able to help steer me in the right direction. So if you are interested in this program, what we're doing is we are actually conducting interviews. So we want the most committed people who are ready to make an impact in the realm of pharmacy and nutrition consultation. And we want people to, really focus their mindset on, this is going to be my life for the next year. We want really dedicated people. So we're only taking 6 pharmacists for this next year in the Rx4Success program. And so if you're interested, what we're doing is we're conducting interviews in November and December. So you can feel free to contact us on thefitpharmacist.com. So www.thefitpharmacist.com. No fancy spelling, just how it sounds. And we will definitely reach out to you if we are, looking to interview you and get you ready for your 2018. So don't forget to reach out to us, and we're really excited to hear from you.
I'd also like to make a note. If you're a pharmacist and you know of a dietitian, an actual licensed dietitian that would like to partner with you to launch this side hustle with you in cooperation with pharmacy, I think that would be a great platform to reach out to dietitians who are always looking for people and other healthcare professionals to really dig into better health.
Awesome. Well, thanks for being on the show. You're always a pleasure to be around. I love your passion and what you do for us at the Pharmacy Podcast. So thanks, Todd.
Thank you.
Woohoo!
We hope you enjoyed another episode of the Pharmacy Podcast Show. Be sure to subscribe to the show and send us a voice message with your ideas and comments from our contact section on the website. Contact us today at pharmacypodcast.com.